You're listening to Planet Country. And now here are some moments you may have missed from the last show.
Man, I am so bored now. There's got to be something better to listen to on the radio.
Turn the dial. Find a station that plays country.
What about this?
At the third stroke, it will be time for Planet Country.
Broadcast from the studios of Alive 90.5 and listen to on FM, TuneIn and YouTube. Welcome to the only new country music radio show dedicated to Parramatta, Holroyd and the Hills. With Big Stu and MJ, this is Planet Country. With thanks to Lee Kernaghan and Randy Hauser for the theme. Hello everyone, I'm Big Stu and I'm joined by a guy who, well, legend has it, made his own computer from nothing more than an old Renkarina black and white television set, a typewriter and an abacus, and developed an algorithm even the NSA can't crack, and is a personal advisor to Bill Gates about life in the real world. I'm talking of course about MJ. Mate, good evening and welcome to Planet Country.
Launched in on August 12, 1981, the IBM computer was named 5150 and was priced around $3,000 in today's money. It came with 6 to 256 kilobytes of memory. Really? That all?
That's it.
Big Stu, you would have been an early adopter for the PC, wouldn't you?
Well, yes I was, but I ended up throwing it away.
Why?
Well, it worked out okay for typing up my angry letters to newspaper editors, but with all the spelling errors I made, the screen ended up covered in liquid paper.
Yeah, you really are stupid.
MJ, what do we have to look forward to on tonight's Planet Country?
Tonight we've got new music from Australian husband and wife duo O'Shea, the latest single from Christy Lamb, who's actually been on Planet Country, a whole lot of other great music, and another talkback rant as well.
An action-packed show. Who do we have to kick things off this week?
Tonight we're kicking off with Brad Eldridge and a song that's been trending for a while now. This is Beat of the Music.
Well, I just met you a couple hours ago, my last night in town. Hey, wouldn't you know?
Brett Eldridge with Beat of the Music, a song that exists as a high-quality MP3 file here at the radio station. Now, the file takes up over 5 megabytes. So, well, that equates to what, over 5,000 kilobytes?
A bit more.
As we heard in the intro, this week marks the anniversary of the world's first personal computer, the PC, invented by IBM, which held up to 256 kilobits of data.
So, the first PC couldn't even store one song if songs were saved in the digital format back in 1981.
Wow. MJ, how many songs do you have saved on your phone?
I really not that many. I've only got 1,100 something.
Mind you, maybe the songs of 1981 weren't that good, so the PC might have been able to store them because they were crap.
Yeah, well, in honour of the first PC, we're dedicating our show tonight to the nerds who dreamt of a world where every single function of humanity pretty much requires computing to get done.
That's right.
Welcome to the future.
And if anything goes wrong, well, just hit Control-Alt-Delete or turn it off and on. Here's new music from a rising country star. He hit it big with the song Redneck Crazy. This is his follow-up single. A guy walks into a bar. This is Tyler Farr on Planet Country.
Then what? Finish the joke.
Why the long face?
The joke's on me, it ain't funny. Everybody but me could see the punchline coming a mile away. A guy walks into the bar.
Two Planet Country hosts walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the ugly faces?" It's not a joke.
8 o'clock on Friday night, I'm still at home. All my girls just keep on blowing up my phone. Hey bartender, pour 'em hot tonight. Till the party and the music and the truth collide. Bring it till this memory fades away. Hey bartender.
bartender's a bit rude. He doesn't really answer. Just firstly, we've been informed that there might be some crackling noise to the transmission. We're working on that.
Okay.
But that was Lady Antebellum with Bartender. Making the rounds on Planet Country.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Might fix it.
We do have some big, massive Lady A news tonight. They've just been announced as the headline act for the next CMC Rocks. That's Country Music Channel.
The
CMC Rocks Festival,
Rocks.
2015.
Yes, now, CMC Rocks has news itself. CMC Rocks The Hunter no longer.
Ooh.
As well as announcing Lady A and Troy Cassadaly as the first artist signed for the next event, the Country Music Channel has announced that the festival has outgrown the Hunter Valley estate. Or the Hunter Valley, Hope Valley estate, it's called. I'll read directly, in fact, from their press release, which came out earlier today. Why? The festival has grown substantially since we began in the Snowies back in 2008, with audience numbers building year after year. Just as we moved to the Hunter Valley to grow the size of the festival in 2011, we are now in need of a larger site to accommodate expanding numbers. Where? After looking at many different and unique sites, we were thrilled to come across Willowbank Raceway in southeast Queensland and instantly knew this would be the new home of CMC Rocks. We'll be keeping all your favourite CMC Rocks features, including huge international lineups, intimate songwriter shows, the late night campers bar and non-stop music across multiple stages. The new site has many advantages, including it's only an hour from Brisbane and Gold Coast airports. It's accessible by trains and shuttle buses. There's more on-site parking, including glamping options. Oh, glamping.
Camping. You said parking. Camping.
Sorry.
I'm reading along with you.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, camping. Including glamping. Because I was reading ahead looking at glamping going, isn't that, that's, glamour camping or something? Where it's, all mod cons with a...
We need a soundbite for every time Big Stu makes a mistake.
That's right. So, so there you go. It's going to move to Queensland near Ipswich, the Willowbank Raceway.
Pretty good. Well, they say they've outgrown the Hunter, so they obviously think it will be bigger at the new venue.
And naturally, we'll keep our listeners informed as more artists are announced for CMC Rocks Festival.
And now, on Planet Country, it's time for this week's Song About a Truck.
Hello, I'm a truck. There'd be no truck drivers if it wasn't for us trucks. Look at him sipping coffee and flirting with that waitress. And where do you think he left me? That's right, next to a cattle truck. Why couldn't he have put me next to that little pink Mac sitting over there? Gosh, she's got pretty mud flapped. And talk about stacked. There'd be no truck drivers if it wasn't for us trucks.
Now, MJ, usually at this point in the show, I would remind everyone of the truck song from last week and then ask you what we have lined up for this week. But tonight, we need to do it differently.
Yeah. Occasionally here at Planet Country, we have disagreements over the musical content, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I quite like this next song and the band, but MJ doesn't feel that they fit the new country style that the show is all about.
It's sort of hillbilly rock.
Well, that's true, hillbilly rock, but I feel it can still fit into the parameters of the show. Perhaps we should let the listeners decide whether they like it or not.
All right, so let us know on Facebook or Twitter whether this next song is the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Facebook.com/Planet Country Radio. Twitter @PC Radio Show.
And no fingers, please. Just keep it to the thumbs only. The Planet Country song about a truck is by the Road Hammers, and it's called, appropriately enough, Get On Down the Road. Hillbilly style.
No.
Well, I kind of took my uncle's Cadillac. My mind was made, my bags were packed, and that GPS was set for Tennessee. Gonna get on down the road, yeah. I just keep a moving, I just keep a revving and a rolling and a grooving. I just keep a rocking, I just keep a moving, I just keep a revving and a rolling and a grooving. And I just keep a rocking, I just keep a down the road, I just keep a revving and a rolling.
Enjoy your blues? Then you'll enjoy Frank Dengate's Blues Circus, heard every Tuesday between 6 and 7 p.m. right here on Alive 90.5.
Attention all mental health nurses. If you are a registered or enrolled mental health nurse, why not consider the benefits of agency nursing with Global? Global offers variety, diverse experience and great rates of pay. Apply today and find out about our joining incentives and other benefits. Check out positions vacant on the website at globalcarestaff.com or call today on 1800 009 292. That's globalcarestaff.com or call 1800 009 292.
Station sponsor.
Now on Planet Country, the greatest competition in the entire world.
The greatest competition. The greatest competition. The greatest competition. The greatest competition.
The greatest competition.
The greatest competition in the entire world.
Time for an update on our competition, the greatest competition in the entire world, to win a double pass to the Sydney Country Music Festival in November at Bella Vista Farm. MJ, last week we advised everyone of the new way to enter the competition. Perhaps you could remind listeners or any new listeners on how to enter.
Right, so the competition is to win a double pass to Sydney Country Music Festival, and the competition is you've got to answer the following question in 100 words or less. Who are you most excited to see at the show and why? Now, we've had a lot of good entries in, a lot of different people. Now, originally, you had to enter in via our website. Unfortunately, I couldn't handle the popularity of the competition because it is the greatest competition in the world.
That's right. So therefore,
that's right. So, we're now taking entries via Facebook and email. Our Facebook web address, as I said previously on the show, facebook.com/Planet Country Radio. So you'll recognise us. Mm-hmm. We're on there. And our website is planetcountryradio.webs.com. So that's the web. No, that's the web address.
That's the web address.
Where's the button for the soundbite for when we make a mistake?
It wasn't me.
All right. So our email is planetcountryradio@yahoo.com.au. If you go to the website, the competitions tab will redirect you to Facebook and to the email. So the links are on there. It's all good.
Glad we got through that. And there's also some news from the festival organisers. You might remember we had John Dean from the Hills Shire Council in the studio talking about the festival, and he hinted there might be an amateur performer contest to be attached to the festival. Well, it's now been launched. Entries to the Silver Saddle competition as part of the Sydney Country Music Festival are now open. Winners of the heats will have the opportunity to perform at the Sydney Country Music Festival on the 8th of November at Bella Vista Farm Park. The entry form is located at sydneycountrymusicfestival.com.au/silver-saddle. So that's SILVER-SADDLE. Deadline for entries is September 10th. 2014, 5 p.m. So all you aspiring young country music artists should enter, and you might find yourself performing at the festival itself.
And on Planet Country Radio.
That's right, yes.
Maybe. Next up on Planet Country, we have an Australian husband and wife duo known as O'Shea, who we've actually never played before here on Planet Country.
That's right. They're Nashville-based, and they're actually on a plane as we speak from the States to Australia. They're launching their new album. Get this, though, while they're on the plane, they're actually the hosts of the Big Country radio channel on the Qantas in-flight entertainment system. So they could actually listen to themselves for the whole 16-hour flight from
They seem
LA.
like ones who would. They're brand new. Sorry?
I said I would.
I probably wouldn't. I'll listen to me. The brand new single features a guest appearance by country music legend Steve Wariner. Did I say that right? Wariner? Yes. I'm a bit too young, am I? And the song is called...
He's 59. He's had, I think, 18 albums.
Really. Well, he's older than me. And the song is called Bad Day Good. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
Okay.
Racing to a red light, running and gunning like a cowboy in a firefight. I'm trying not to let them get to me, these troublemakers, credit takers, never worse and wannabes. Yeah, you make a bad day, baby, you make a bad day good.
And now on Alive 90.5, Talk Back Rant comments. I'm Talk Back Rant. Now listen to me. Now to an issue that has been dividing the nation and causing unease amongst ordinary, everyday Australians. Many of my listeners are ordinary, everyday Australians, as are many of my staff. The question is not so much who is at fault here, but rather what, if anything, are the government prepared to do about it? Isn't it high time the government, those whom we have elected to govern, actually represent us and our views? I know my listeners have had a gutful. The switchboard goes into meltdown every time we raise this issue. Today is no different. So let's go to calls from listeners and see what message they have for the government. Hello, David. You're on the air, David.
Hello, am I on?
Yes, David, you're on the air.
Oh, good day, Alan.
It's Talk Back Rant, actually, but go on.
Sorry, I'm a first-time listener, long-time caller. I'm just a little nervous. What you have been saying about stuff is exactly right, mate. I've had a gutful and everything and that.
Yes, you're dead right, David. Dead right. I mean, what more has to happen before the government will actually do something about it? Strike me pink. Are we living in Australia, or is this a tin pot dictatorship? Holy Nelly, sometimes you wonder. Gary's on the line. Exactly. You're right. You're 100% right. You're 1,000% right, Gary. It's time to wake up and smell the rotten fruit. Are you listening, Prime Minister? This is what the people you govern think of your response. Go ahead, Gary. I can tell you the Prime Minister is one of my listeners. Go on. Tell him what you think about this issue. Well said. You see, my listeners are my best researchers. They live and breathe this stuff. Forget about books. Forget about advisors and focus groups and polls. Our politicians need only to listen to my show to understand what Australians are thinking. I'm Talk Back Rant, and you've been listening to me.
That's Hunter Hayes, or as I call, sorry, my headphones were falling off as I was about to talk. That's Hunter Hayes, or as I call him, country's answer to Justin Bieber, and Everybody's Got Somebody But Me. That song featured Jason Mraz. Do you say, is it like Mraz or Mraz?
I really don't know. I think it's Mraz or Mraz. Blah, 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 blah. Why Bieber?
Well, he's young and incredibly good-looking. I'm talking about Hunter Hayes. I guess the difference is that Hayes is talented. You see, he plays every instrument on some of the recordings of his songs. He's the real deal.
Speaking of young and multi-instrument talent, Christy Lamb has a brand new single out, and it's a departure from her usual rock chick Carrie Underwood sound. And this is a bit of a slow song. The song is "Wish You Were a Cowboy."
Oh.
Does you wish I was a cowboy?
Hi, this is Christy Lamb, and you're listening to Big Stu and MJ on Planet Country.
I wish this was a western town. You had on dusty boots. Somebody warned me long before you came passing through. You'd hold me all night long and live with no goodbye. I wish you were a cowboy. I wish this was a western town and you had on dusty boots. Somebody warned me long before you came passing through.
And now to my favourite time of the night. My favourite time of the night, I said. Maybe it's my favourite time of the night. There we are. It's one of those nights. Control-Alt-Delete. Hit it.
Now, on Planet Country, it's time for the prestigious Song of the Week.
Better late than never. MJ, who do we have as the coveted Song of the Week tonight on Planet Country?
Well, this is another artist making their Planet Country debut tonight. This is Frankie Ballard. In fact, his name is Frankie Ballard and what?
The fourth.
Oh, the fourth. Okay. Usually they put the Roman numerals.
Oh, yes.
Big Stu.
Yeah.
Annoying Matthew with his script. Well, not entirely scripted, by the way. It's just the artist names are scripted, obviously. Anyway, it's Frankie Ballard IV, and his second album is called Sunshine and Whiskey, and this is the second single released, and it's the title track, and it's our song of the week.
Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey. Sunshine and whiskey. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey.
And now on Planet Country, it's time to check the weather for the Alive 90.5 local area.
How's the weather? How's the weather? How's the weather today? Is it sunny?
It's gonna be a long hot summer.
Is it rainy?
It's raining on Sunday.
Is it cloudy?
Storming like crazy.
Is it snowy?
It's a shame about the weather.
How's the weather today?
Well, time now for our weather report. Now, listeners may remember last week when we said it would be good to present the weather by commentating it. For those that missed it, this is how it went down. Winds of 22 to 24 kilometres per hour.
We sound like commentators. We should commentate the weather. Just stand outside and just suddenly starts raining. Like, oh, it's raining, it's going.
Here comes the first drop. The first drop passes off to the second drop. Here's the second drop.
Oh no, it's stolen by the wind speed. My voice doesn't sound like that. No.
Not at all. So it got us to thinking during the week, what if we did present the weather as a sports event and commentate it? It might sound something like this.
Now on Planet Country, it's Thursday night weather. Tonight, the local derby. Fine versus Stormy. Exclusively live right here on your home of weather sports action. Alive 90.5.
Welcome to this very important weather fixture coming to you tonight live from Sunbank-sponsored stadium. I'm Big Stu Cumulus and I'm joined in commentary tonight by three-time Weather Championship MVP and future Hall of Famer MJ Isobar. MJ, looks like it'll be a cracker of a matchup tonight.
Look, every time Fine versus Stormy in a matchup, the raindrops definitely fly. Both of these sides really want to build momentum as we near the end of the season.
Yeah, and what a season it's been. Fine dominated early, but Stormy hit back with recent appearances that sent shudders down opponents' backs. MJ, who do you think holds the key for both of these sides tonight?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Sunshine. He really has been the dominant Sky all season, and I see no reason for that not to continue tonight. As for Stormy, I've been disappointed with Hale all winter. He really hasn't been a factor at all, and with contract negotiations underway for next season, he really needs to make his presence felt before the season is over.
There you have it, expert analysis from MJ Isobar. Well, both sides are out and all is in readiness for this vital clash. It's Fine wearing their home colours of sky blue and sunshine yellow running into the wind, which will be an advantage for Stormy, who wear their traditional gloomy grey strip with lightning bolt motifs on the sleeves. And we're underway. It's Fine that pushes the forecast right down to their opposite end of the map, and it'll be Stormy to bring it back and look to make inroads in what has been rock-solid weather defence all season from Fine. So it's grey sky carrying the forecast, with ground being made in the opening exchanges by Stormy. Now it comes away to Cloud. Cloud still moving, put down now just short of the zero effect line.
Oh, well, that was a nice little sidestep put on by Cloud. He's been working hard in the off-season to add that lateral movement to his game.
He's been guilty in the past of being a little too predictable and moving in from the south in a straight line. Oh! Just when we give him a rap, he spills the forecast, and now Fine weather has its first opportunity to influence the forecast.
And field position doesn't come better than this.
Fine weather runs it through morning sunshine, then onto red sky at night, who puts a little sidestep in late and holds it up for blue sky, who pivots and manages to get it away to sunshine, who bursts through, beating Cloud and scores a fantastic result. Now Fine leads the forecast.
Alright, as we look to the Isuzu D-Max replay, we see how Fine weather spreads the field and gives room for the big players such as Blue Sky to work their magic. If we freeze the action right there, you can see Sunshine looming on the blind side ready for the offload and a clear path to crash over.
Interesting you mentioned Freeze because he was nowhere to be seen in that play phase and really hasn't been a factor this season at all. So now, as we wait for the conversion attempt, let's take a short break from some bank-sponsored stadium. You're on your home of big action weather, Alive 90.5.
It might have sounded like that.
Might have, hopefully. Now, once again, we don't know whether the clarity of the transmission is improved because obviously we've got different speakers here. I'm going to go underneath the desk here and see what I can find. There's like a lot of cables. Hang on, just give me a second.
There's cables everywhere tonight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah.
What's that thing under there? There's like a box.
Oh, flux capacitor. What's that?
Plug it in. Plug it in.
Plug it.
Hang on, we've got to get up to 85 for it to work or something, don't we?
It's not working. I'll have to leave it.
What was the flux capacitor called where Doc put the...
That wasn't a flux capacitor.
Wasn't it the flux capacitor?
No, it's the thing he pulls it back and he puts in. That's different.
Yeah.
Flux capacitor is the three cables going together.
Yeah.
Look, whatever that thing was, it looked like that.
Back to the future we're talking.
Yeah.
Anyway, time marches on. The weather, the real weather, tomorrow, 6 to 19 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, 7 to 18 degrees. Sunday, 12 to 17 degrees, so a little warmer overnight, which is nice. And Monday, 10 to 17 degrees. Showers possible Saturday, maybe Sunday. I don't know about Monday, whatever.
Yeah. Go outside in the morning and tell it for yourself.
That's right. Time for more music. This is Chris Young on Planet Country. This is Ah Nah. MJ, did you notice something vaguely familiar about the start of that Chris Young song?
What do you mean?
Well, have another listen to it. I'm sure you'll catch it. That's Chris Young with the start of Ah Nah. Now here's Toby Keith, and this is the start of Bullets in the Gun. What's that about? Now if we play them over each other, listen to this.
What do they say? There's nothing new in music.
Well, I'm sure everything can be traced back to Mozart or Bach, maybe a hybrid of the two, sort of a mark. Thank you, Spinal Tap, for that.
Now on Planet Country, what's trending on social media? Hashtag Lame Theme.
I'm sitting in the movies and I'm looking at my phone. I need to check my Facebook while the ads are shown. Looking at my phone. I'm sitting in the waiting room looking at my phone. Twitter's more important than a friggin' kidney stone. Looking at my phone. Looking at my phone.
Now here's the only host on this show with a clue about social media. MJ.
Oh, I thought she was going to say me.
No, she's definitely saying me. Right, I'm on the computer now. Can you hear that? I don't know. I'm clicking away.
Did they make a mouse that's clickless? Like you click it, but it doesn't make the clicking noise. Sometimes the noise is annoying.
The point of touch screens?
Yeah, I suppose.
All right. Amber Lawrence has tweeted 4 hours ago that you can win a superheroes merchandise pack by watching her brand new video clip and liking and sharing it. It's on YouTube at Amber Lawrence. Pretty simple. You can find her on Twitter.
From her forthcoming album.
Yeah, so you can win some stuff from her. We'll probably try and play the song a bit in the future.
Yes.
Florida Georgia Line, who we absolutely love here on Planet Country, we've played a lot of their songs quite a few times. They tweeted that they're thankful that they get to live out their dreams with the most amazing fans every single day. We're amazing, Big Stu. As for people that aren't fans, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you the news.
Yes.
They've also tweeted that ain't nobody drop a hook like ya boys. All right. New music video.
Wait, hang on, what does that mean?
I don't know. New music video announcement in less than 2 days, so stick around. And of course, Planet Country's every Thursday, so you'll probably hear it before we play it.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay,
that's pretty much. And don't forget, we're on social media, facebook.com/Planet Country Radio, if you want us to spam your news feed.
There you go. Time to finish up on Planet Country tonight. We'll leave you with this toe-tapping number from Blake Shelton. Now, this is a remake of Footloose, of course, from the movie of the same name. Radio Mirchi up next. Footloose.
What?
Jeez. I thought you'd know the new one, if not the original one.
Oh, there's a new one?
Yes, that's right. You can't listen to it and not start toe-tapping. We'll see you next week.